Hello friends and welcome to Marie Green Yoga here on YouTube and PilatesFusion, where we start our Pilates session with our pelvis clock to open up into lower back and side of the hips and kind of just bringing some blood flow into hip flexors and rotators and our glute area. And from there, we're going to move into a couple of obliques and transverse abdominals exercises to prepare for our upcoming next video, which is yoga into baby grasshopper pose. But for now, PilatesFusion. Let's lay down onto our backs, please. Have a block handy by, and we might use it as we go along today. Let's take our feet flat, sacrum onto the mat, hands next to the hips, press your head, adjust your shoulder blades, and we'll take and engage our lower abs and come to our top ridge of the sacrum, the 12 o'clock spot, which is right below the belly button and in towards the top of the sacrum, the triangle bony part at the base of our spine. And then we'll come over into the 6 o'clock spot and to our 12 o'clock spot and 6 o'clock tip of tailbone, top ridge of the sacrum, long arms, and then we'll go from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock with only engaging our lower abdominals and keeping everything nice and just organized, but they're not moving our hips. So we'll keep on going here for another 8 and 7, 6, 5 long arms, 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Come to the center ridge right on top of the sacrum. Lower back is lifted naturally, and then we'll go 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Knees are straight up into the sky, and we are putting some nice awareness and stretch into our transverse ligaments and tendons. And we'll keep on moving 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, engaging lower abs here, 3 o'clock and 9, and 3 and 9, and we'll do 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then we'll come to 12 o'clock spot, and then we roll 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12. And again, we'll see if we can hit that 1 and 2 and 3, knees straight up, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 9, and 10, 11, 12. We'll do one more. So we really detail in to all of the sacrum. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we'll do opposite. We'll go and detail from 12 to 9, down to 6, over to 3, and up to noon, and come back over to 9, each and every little nook and cranny, down to 6, over to 3, and over to noon, and one more counterclockwise, nice and slow. Engage lower abs, 6 o'clock, over to 3, and over to 12, and then come to your sacrum nice and even. Put a block between the knees if you have one close by, and then we'll start with chest lifts. Hands behind the head, elbows out to the side, pull the belly button in, and then from there we lift up and back down. So we close the gap between the lower back and the mat. We lift and lower, and we lift and we lower, and lifting and lowering, exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down, and exhale and inhale, squeeze the block, exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale. And we do another 10 here, and 9, chin is tucked in, 8, 7, hold on to the 12 o'clock spot, 6 more, and 5 more, and 4 more, and we exhale and we inhale, and 2 more, and 1 more. We'll take it back up and hold and pulse. Lift below your shoulder blades and pulse and pulse and pulse and pulse. Squeeze the block and we pulse for 20 and for 15 and for 10 and for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll bring it all the way back down. Elbows to the side. Keep the block between the knees. Come up onto your toes. Drop your knees to the left side. Keep your toes on your closest side to the floor onto the mat. So we tip up and over. And up and over, squeeze the block, twisting into side body, obliques, transverse abdominals, and certainly into Costa layers. And we'll do 1 more up and over, and then this time around, we leave our knees over to the left side. Maybe make sure the block feels nice and snug, and then hands behind the head, and then we work our right side of the waist. Elbows to the side, slightly up to the sky, and then we lift and lower, and lifting and lowering, and lifting and lower, and lift and lower, and again lifting and lower, and lift and lower, and see if we can get our left shoulder blade off of the mat. Another 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 more, and then we'll take it up and pulse it for 20 and keep on pulsing for another 15 and another 10. Keep on lifting, and last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll take it all the way back down and come on to our backs. Switch sides. Bring your knees over to the right side. Keep the block between the knees for support so that our ankles, our knees, and our hips are stacked. And then we'll come over onto our shoulder blades and address the left side of the waist. Hands behind the head, elbows slightly to the sky, and then we lift and lower, and lifting and lowering, and lift and lower, and see if we can also get that right shoulder blade off of the mat. So we are trying our best to lift straight on up. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale, and 8 more here. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 more and 1 more. We'll take it back up and we pulse for the 20 right here. And 15, lift the right shoulder blade off the mat as well. 10 more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll take it back down and bring the block underneath the head, please. And from here, take your thumbs underneath your sacrum, so you have nice fingers like a butterfly supporting the lower part of your spine, so that your lower back 12 o'clock spot can be into the mat. And we're going to take a bicycle legs here and moving through with nice long and bending in our knees to the chest and getting into the whole front side and stabilizing and moving also the side of our body where we just were. So we'll keep on going here, closing the gap between pubic bone and floating ribs area by just simply being aware of the front of our belly. We'll do another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then knees to the chest. You can keep doing exactly that for 20 more times, or take the block away. Put your hands behind the head and we alternate elbow to knee and do our twisty turny bicycle lifts. Elbow to knee and switch and switch and switch and switching. Nice big long legs hugging into the front side. Keep on going for another 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and last 1. And knees to chest and feet on each side of the mat, arms to the side. This should be a wee bit of a burn, and knees side to side and side to side. And then we're going to put the block back underneath our head and take opposite arm and opposite leg and get a little bit more of our transverse abdominal work to strengthen our core and to strengthen shoulders and hips and SI joint. Arms to the sky, pull the belly button in. There's a block underneath your occipital ridge and your back of your head. Legs to tabletop. You can flex your feet today and take opposite arm, opposite leg, and back to center. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and back to center. And opposite arm and leg and back to center. And opposite and center. And opposite and center. And opposite and center. And opposite and center. There is a starting and there is a stopping, and the lower back stays in the mat. We'll do 10 more, and we'll do 9 more. Keep your knees over your hips, and another 8. We're almost there, and 7. And 6 more, and 5 more, and another 4 more. Keep that lower back into the mat. Extend arm and leg opposite direction. 3 more, and 2 more, and last one right here. And then we'll take our knees into the chest and take the block away outside of the mat so the mat is free and clear. Hands under the knees, roll your way up, and we roll like a ball. And then we're going to come on to tabletop. So here we are, hands under the knees, tuck yourself in, shoulders away from ears, point your toes, squeeze your legs together, rolling like a ball to the middle of the shoulder blades and back up again, hugging everything strongly in and back down and squeezing and rolling and squeezing and rolling, tightening up all nuts and bolts in the body. And 2 more. And 1 more. And come to tabletop, please. Hands spreading to the front, second finger forward, tuck your toes under, arm wrist creases facing each other, and arch the belly in. Empty all the air out. Hug the midline, top of the head to mat, shoulders and ears away from each other, and come back to center. And exhale, push the air out, hug the midline, super strong, and slowly come back to center. And hold and empty the air out, vacuum suck the belly button. And 2 more times. Exhale, massage the organs, pull belly button in, broaden the back body, and inhale. And again. And slowly come back onto tabletop. Situate yourself so that you're on your mat. We're going to prepare for plank pose. Either we do our plank right here in tabletop, or we take maybe one leg back and we engage the whole front side of the waist, all the way up through the abdominals, up to intercostals. Maybe we'll take both legs and find our plank, our front support. We drop our hips slightly, but we lift our ribs. And we'll stay and hang out here together and have a good time and build some good support for the front, transfer weight to the front of the spine. And that's where we are lifting and holding and building strength. And we'll stay right here, inhaling and exhaling. Three more breaths. Let's do 3 more breaths here. One more breath here. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Press the palms away. Use your core for your down dog. Pedal about the way we need to. And then come on to your knees. And we have completed our PilatesFusion session for today. Take a rest, drink water, and rejuvenate yourself. I thank you for being here. Subscribe, share with a friend, and then we'll do PilatesFusion and yoga together here on my channel all together. I look forward to seeing you in our next session. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much and have a fantastic day.